In a recent interview, light heavyweight champion Sergey Kovalev has said that he is open to a fight with super middleweight king Andre Ward, but he'd only be willing to fight Ward at 175 pounds. He is not willing to come down, as Chad Dawson did, to 168 pounds and fight Ward in his own weight division. And that's fair enough. Kovalev feels more comfortable at 175 and he is willing to fight Ward there, so I don't have any problem with that. No one should have any problem with that. Andre Ward says he's not yet big enough to step up to 175 pounds. Again, if he says that, I mean, I'm not really sure what Ward weighs. I haven't checked what he weighs on the night. Obviously, super middleweight is 168. I'm not sure how close he is to 180 on the night, or if he's only just over 170 pounds when he steps into the ring. Maybe one of you guys could fill me in. If you go and watch one of the Ward fights on HBO, they often do, or they usually do, the same day weigh-in, the unofficial weigh-in on the HBO scales. Maybe you could tell me how big Ward really is on the night. But certainly Sergey Kovalev is not actually a massive light heavyweight himself. He only weighs, I believe for the Silak fight, on the night, I believe he weighed 178 pounds or something like that, or 180 pounds. So he's only 5 or 6 pounds over the light heavyweight limit on fight night. So he's actually not that big a light heavyweight, Sergey Kovalev. And he could probably make super middleweight. But again, he'd have to drain, let's say, maybe 8-10 pounds off to make super middleweight, which is not a great deal of weight. But many fighters prefer to fight at, well, not many, but there are some fighters anyway who prefer to fight at their natural walking around weight. Floyd Mayweather is one. He fights at the weight that he actually walks around at. I mean, he could drain himself to get down to 140, Floyd Mayweather, but he chooses not to. He feels more comfortable fighting at the weight he walks around at. Guillermo Rigondeaux is another one, right? He fights at the weight he walks around at. He doesn't drain himself to make weight. There are fighters out there who still do it the old-fashioned way and fight at their actual real weight division. And Kovalev prefers to do that. Although he is not 175 pounds, he's not much over that. You know, he's only around 180 pounds when he steps in the ring. So it is what it is. A lot of us would like to see Kovalev fight Ward. We want to see Ward tested because right now at a 168 pound division, it seems like no one can even test this guy, let alone beat him. So we want to see Andre Ward step up and take a challenge. Ward is looking for big money fights. He's having a lot of issues at the moment with his promoter, Dan Goosen, or Goosen Tudor Promotions, whatever which way you want to call it. He's having a lot of problems with them. He's trying to break free of that contract and he wants big money fights. He wants the Chavez Juniors. He wants Gennady Golovkin. He wants some big name fights out there so he can make a lot of money because he looks at guys like Floyd Mayweather and even guys like Tim Bradley now, who are probably making more money per fight than he is. And he don't like that. He sees his career fighting the top fighters, cleaning out his own division and not getting the monetary rewards that he feels he deserves for his accomplishments. So he's going after big fights. Again, I'm not defending Andre Ward for not stepping up. I mean, he's not obligated to step up to the next weight class, but we'd obviously as fans all like to see it. He's not coming out saying he's the greatest fighter of all time or anything like that. So in essence, he doesn't really have to prove anything by stepping up. It's just something that us as boxing fans would like to see. But at this stage, he claims he's not big enough yet to step up to the next division. It is what it is. Anyway, drop your comments below. How do you feel about this? Do you think Ward should step up or do you think Kovalev should come down? Obviously, Ward is, as far as I know, still a bigger name than Kovalev. Kovalev is known amongst hardcore boxing people, but he doesn't really have a big following in terms of drawing fans to the actual fights themselves. He's primarily fighting on undercards, it seems. So he's not as big a draw as Andre Ward just now. So at the negotiating table, an Andre Ward is going to have more leverage. Okay? I'm not saying that's right or wrong, but that's just how it is. So if he's not willing to come down to 168, this fight is not going to happen anytime in the near future. But although we'd all like to see it happen, I think a fight that's more likely is going to be Ward against Golovkin because at least both guys have opened themselves to the possibility of that fight happening at 168. All right, Ward has said he'd fight Golovkin at 168. Golovkin has said he would fight Ward at 168 but not right now. He wants to do a few things at middleweight before he steps up to 168 and fights Ward. So I think Ward Golovkin is far more realistic in the near future than Ward against Kovalev. But again, let me know how you feel in the comment section below. This is Hatman. I'm out.